hello. Good evening. We made it to another live session today. How are you doing? How are you doing? Good evening or greetings to you, whatever time you're watching me. My name is Ini, and this is Parenting with Ini. So in Parenting with Ini space, we just talk about exclusively parenting content. Okay, so that's what we are all about. Parenting. So welcome. Sorry guys, let me see. Yeah, so welcome guys. I don't know. I think every day, how have you guys been? Let me just start by asking that. How are you? How have you been? How has your day been? Like what's up? Like how's today been? For me, it's been a good day, I would say. It started well, but along the line I think I got exhausted. Yeah, but I'm grateful to God. I'm just grateful to God for everything. Yeah, so how are you? So I just felt I should come in here and just as we wind up the day, just come in, we talk a little bit about parenting, and then we call it a day. I hope you guys are well. I hope your family is doing great. Yeah, God is faithful. Today is the second day of the month of April. All right, so let's bring out the psych. I think I'm just feeling a bit exhausted. So hi guys, welcome to my live session. My name is Ini. I am a child care specialist, and this is my YouTube channel. It's called Parenting with Ini. Parenting with Ini is a channel where we have exclusively parenting content and topics and conversations and what have you. As long as it's parenting, then this is the space to be. So if this kind of conversations excite you, if you're a parent or aspiring to be a parent someday, then you are at the right space. So please feel at home. Welcome to my live session. I try to have daily live sessions Monday to Friday from 9 p.m. East African time. I tried. I'm using that word very carefully. I try. Okay, yes, so yeah, so that's it about me in terms of introduction. So you're very much welcome. Please feel at home. Let's have a candid conversation about parenting. Okay, yes. So we have rules in this space. We have rules in this channel. We have rules. Okay, so we have like 3 rules which I want to just share with you briefly. Number one rule: you have to subscribe to this YouTube channel, especially if you're a parent or aspiring to be a parent someday. You love parenting content, then please subscribe. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be so grateful. Number 2 rule: like the video. So as you come in, if you're enjoying this conversation, please like the video. Like, at least liking it makes me know that I'm not talking alone. I'm speaking to people. So please like the video. Number 3 rule: leave a comment in the chat section. Like, say hi. At least that's the least you can do. Just say hi. At least let me know someone is here. Let me know you are here. Okay, just say hi. Register yourself by saying hi. Yeah, so just mark your attendance by saying hi when you come in here. I'll really appreciate. Okay, say hi. And if you have any parenting related questions, anything you would like to say, as long as it's parenting related, please do not feel shy or do not feel scared of leaving it in the comments. Please do. Okay, so that, because one of the reasons why I come in here to do live session is to open that space up so that anybody who has a parenting question, maybe there's a challenge you're facing in your parenting journey, you would like to hear another person's view, then you can actually come in here and ask, and you will be answered. Okay, I'll be here to answer. I'm so passionate about parenting, so I'll be definitely happy to answer those questions free of charge. So please don't feel scared of leaving any question. As long as it's parenting, I'll be so happy to be of help in one way or the other. So those are the rules on this parenting space live session. So please make sure you do or you carry out the rules. So before we get into today's conversation, allow me to say hi to Kata. Hi, Kata. Thank you so much for joining in today's live session. I'm so excited to have you here, and thank you for saying hi. How are you and how has your day been? I hope you've had a beautiful day. Okay. All right. So today we will be talking about what kind of a parent are you? Are you the yes, yes kind of a parent? What kind of a parent are you? That's the question that we will be talking about. We have different kinds of parenting techniques or parenting styles. We have the yes, yes, parenting. We have the no, 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 strict, strict, strict kinds of parents. What kind of a parent are you, and what kind of parents do you think your parents were to you? Okay, so that's what I think we want to just discuss in the comment section, and probably touch on the do's, or sorry, on the pros and cons, the pros and cons of the kind of parent that you are to your child, or that you aspire to be to your child, or your parents were to you. So that's the conversation that we'll be having here. So I hope it will be an exciting conversation. Let's keep the chat section engaging. Like, let's talk. Just say something, contribute, ask any question, or just say hi. The least. Just say hi. Okay. All right, so are you ready for us to have this conversation? Let's get into it. So, what kind of a parent are you? I've come across in my few years of parents and interacting with parents as a childcare specialist, I have come to realize that we have different types of parents. Okay. And I will just touch on a few, maybe three of them or four. So the first one that I've come to realize are the yes, yes kinds of parents, like types of parents. Yes, yes. What do I mean by yes, yes? Those parents who are always saying yes to everything, or literally everything that their child wants. Okay, let's not say everything, because that would be exaggerating, but those kinds of parents who 80% of whatever the child wants, whatever the child needs, you're always saying yes to it. Yeah, so those are the ones I call yes, yes kind of parents. So your child wants anything, your child ask for anything, you're always quick to say yes to everything. You're always quick to give them the support that they need. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important to support our children. Like, we need to give them support. But now there are the pros and the cons of being this kind of parent. Of course, the pros are so obvious. I mean, your child will really love you. Your child will really, want to always be around you, because they know that mommy is going to say yes to what I need. Daddy is going to say yes to what I need. So, I mean, who doesn't want that? I mean, if it was you, look at it. If it was you who, whenever you go to your parents, your dad or to your mom, whatever you want, whatever you say, they will agree with you. They will say yes to you. Wouldn't you love such? Of course, you will love such environment. You always want to be there. You will not be scared of anything, because I mean, they'll support me. Even if I was in the wrong, they will support me. Even if this thing I want is not really good, they will say yes to it, and they will give it to me. Okay. So you're always saying yes to everything. Your child does not want to eat what you cooked. Your child wants to eat something else. You say, okay, son, okay, that daughter, have it, you can have it. Your child doesn't feel like going to school today, and you're like, it's okay, just go back to bed, go and sleep, you don't have to go today. Your child wants to go for a sleepover, they come and they tell you, and you're like, yeah, sure, please go, and just stay safe. Your child wants bicycle, you buy it. Your child wants cartoons, you put. Your child wants anything that they want, anything that they suggest, anything that they ask for, anything that they request for, you are always saying yes, 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 yes. So what kind, are you that kind of a parent? Now the good thing is your child will really enjoy. Trust me, your child will really, really enjoy. Your child will enjoy. I'm telling you, your child will enjoy you. Trust me. Your child does not want to sleep at maybe, like, if you have a sleeping routine for them, your child does not want to sleep at that particular time. You tell them it's time to sleep. They say, no, mom, no, dad, I don't feel like sleeping. You say, okay, what time do you feel like sleeping? They tell you, you say, okay, no problem. You stay around. Whenever you feel like sleeping, you go to sleep. Wow. Your child will really, really enjoy you. I mean, you'll be such a lovely mom, a lovely dad. Like, they'll be like, you are the sweetest. Some children nowadays, they'll really tell you, you are the best mommy. You are the sweetest mommy. You are the best dad in the world. You are the sweetest dad because you're always saying yes, yes, yes to them. Now let's flip to the cons of such parenting style. Your child will have a big problem as they grow. Because I mean, you're saying yes to everything for your child, even the things you know is wrong, you're saying yes to that. I don't think it's a good way of parenting a child, especially in this generation, like in this day and age. I don't think it's a good way to parent a child, saying yes to everything. If you say no to some things, that doesn't make you a bad parent, that doesn't make you a bad mom, that doesn't make you a bad dad. I feel like it's important to weigh whatever it is that they need, or whatever it is that they want, and give them what exactly or what they really need. And if something is wrong, if something is not going to benefit that child, if something is not going to be of the best interest of that child, I think it's important to say no to them. That doesn't mean that you hate them, but that actually means you love them enough to know that some things are not good for them. Okay? Because if you're always saying yes to that child every now and then, you're spoiling your child. You're not doing that child good. You're not training that child to be able to fit into the society we have today. Your child will really have a hard time as they grow. So a yes, yes kind of a parent might sound like a good parenting style in the short run, but in the long run, it is not. You can't allow your child to just do whatever they want or go to wherever they want without doing your due diligence. Where are they going to? They're going for a sleepover. Where? Are you okay with that? If you're not okay with that, you just tell them, no, you're not going. They need to know that there is authority in the house. It's not just anything they want, they have it. Anything they want, they take it. They need to hear your voice. They need to hear you bring out your authority, as a parent, and just say, this, we will not do it this way. I'd rather do it this way because this way is safer. The best interest of a child should always be considered at all times. Whatever they want, always consider their best interest, because you as an adult, you are in a better place to see, further than the child, to know this thing that they want is actually for their best interest, or it's actually not for their best interest. So being a yes, yes parent, I would not recommend that. Okay. We have Nkosina. Hi, Nkosina. I hope I've pronounced the name right. Hi, welcome to my live session. Thank you so much for joining into this live session, and thank you for your conversations here. I'm really, really grateful. You're saying no, me. I am not sleep, so okay. Me too. My mom, she said I should go to the bed. Okay. Thank you for joining my live session. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have an interactive session. Now, are you the strict kind of parent? Like the no, 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 everything, no, everything, no. Like there is nothing you agree. Like you feel like your child is too small to say anything, to know what they're supposed to do, to know what they're supposed to need. Like you always say no to everything. Mom, can I go to play? No. Mom, can I eat this? No. Mom, can I sit here? No. Mom, can I watch a TV? No. Mom, you always no, no, no. Like, so the number of no's that you give your child in a day is like 80%. Only 20% is the one you kind of sluggishly agree. Now that child is growing up and going to be having a very bad esteem issue, because they won't feel good enough, or they won't feel like they won't feel good enough, or they won't feel like they're smart enough to suggest anything. Mommy always suggested everything, daddy always suggested everything. So whenever I suggest, they would say no. So it means my points or my suggestions were never really good enough. So they grow up feeling like they don't really have a say in situations, in decisions, or even in the society, because they are growing up, they were always told no many times. So you see the danger you're causing to your child. At times, it is important to hear them out. It's important to ask them, maybe before you just say a straight no, you can always ask them, why do you need this? Why do you want this? Why do you want to go here? Let them say something. Let them say something. Then you weigh the option, and you're able to know which one is right, which one is not good. Because sometimes our children are very smart. They know what they're doing. They know what they want. So don't always be so quick to blank them off and just tell them no, no, no every time. I don't think is also a good way to parent a child. Yeah, it's important to strike a balance. Now, the third one I would like to touch on is the authoritative kind of parents. You see those parents who, for you, you're always giving instructions. Your child cannot even say anything. They can't even ask, can I do this? No, there's no room for asking for anything. There is no room for saying anything. You don't talk. We are, we are in a police barrack. I don't know. Like we are in an army session. So you don't say anything. You don't say anything. You just keep quiet. You wait for instructions. Sit here, you sit. You don't ask why. You don't ask nothing. Just sit. This is what you are eating today. That is what you eat. Don't question. And even if that food has salt, you don't say anything. Just swallow it. Swallow and get up. Don't say anything. Yeah. We are going here. You dress up, you go where they're saying you go. You it's time to sleep. You just carry yourself, you go sleep. Like, you don't ask anything. We're in a barracks. Like, you don't say anything. You don't question. You obey instructions. Those are authoritative parenting. You are the one giving the rules. You're the one making the decisions. You are the one calling the shots. Like, there is no room for question. Are you questioning me? You question me as a parent? Like, how dare you? If you try to question, you are beaten. You are disciplined. The very strict, authoritative kind of parenting. Now, that also there has a consequence, because the generation of children that we're raising today, that does not work. These are the generations where they will ask you questions. They will ask you 100 plus questions in a day. Why are we eating this? Why are we sleeping at this time? Why are we going here? Why are we not watching TV? Why are we not going to play? Why are you telling us to sit here? They want to know everything. They want to ask you every question, 100 times questions. And you're just telling them, sit here, sit there, and you're not expecting no one to question you. It doesn't work in this generation. It doesn't work, except you have to force your way to do it. And if you force your way to do it, you temper with the esteem of those children. You temper with the esteem of that child. So you would rather not do that if you really truly love your child. So there are different mechanisms or different patterns or different styles of parenting a child. For me, I would say the best way to parent a child is to be able to strike the balance. You need to be able to learn how to strike the balance. You may need a bit of all these parenting styles, the ones I've mentioned and many others. You may need a bit from all of them, but you can't just be that one. Like, if you're authoritative, you're an authoritative parent. If you're a no, you are a no. If you're a yes, you're a yes. Like, in fact, the other kind of parent that is there is the ones they don't even bother. Like, they don't care. They are not there. For them, the only thing they owed you as a child is to give birth to you. Now you are here. Welcome to the world, my daughter. Welcome to the world, my son. We are done. Now, from now, you take care of yourself. So if you're too young to take care of yourself, they dump you there with a house help. And then as you grow, you just take care of yourself. So whatever decision this child is making, wherever this child wants to go to, whatever they want to eat, it is none of your business. You don't care. You don't care about them. You don't care about anything. Like, you don't even know what is happening to them. Let's even start from there. You don't know what is happening to your child. You don't know what is going on in their school. You don't know when they're all actually on midterm break. You don't know when they are doing exam. You don't know when they're supposed to resume school. You don't even know what is required for them to go to school. You don't know what their homework, their assignment looks like. You've never seen their homework book from school. You've never seen their school diary where you have to sign and say, okay, homework done or something, or make a comment. You've never seen it. Why? You don't care. Like, you are not even available. You are so absent, yet you are present. You stay in the same house with that child. You live in the same house. You sleep even in the same room. But you don't know anything about the child. So you are present but absent. You are present but absent. And for you, that is parenting. As far as you gave birth to the child, that is it. Now, every other thing, take care of yourself. Handle it. Don't involve me. Uninvolve me. So that kind of uninvolve me kind of a parent. Are you that kind? Okay. So for me, I would say being a good parent is being able to balance. It's being able to balance. Sometimes it's okay to say no to some of the things your child wants. As long as it is not right, you say no. And it is important to explain to them why the answer is a no. So yes, so you need to explain to them why the answer is a no. And there are times you need to tell them no. And it's okay. Because at this point, you're looking at their best interest, not what they want, not what they are pushing for, not what they are desiring. Number two, you can also be the yes parent. Okay, you can also be the yes kind of parent where you don't always brush off whatever your child wants, but you listen to them. Again, you weigh it. Is it something that is good for them? If it is good for them, then you allow them. Like if your child says, "Mom, Dad, can I go out to play?" Going outside to play outside is not a bad thing. But of course, there are factors that you need to consider. How is the weather? Is it raining? Is it cold? Is the weather so bad that the child can't go to play at this time? Is it late in the night? Where are they going? Is the environment safe? So there are factors that you put into consideration before you say the yes. And if it is not conducive, you tell them the no. Okay. Now, being an authoritative parent where you make the rules is at times is also very important, because if you allow a child, or you are raising a child in a no rules environment, you're going to have a very hard time as a parent, and that child is going to have a hard time growing in our society today. So rules must be there. If you want to be successful in your parenting game, there are times that you need to put down the rules. And I can tell you, rules has to be there, like structures. They just have to be structures. They just have to be a way of how we are doing things. For example, you can say any time past 8 p.m., no child is supposed to be awake. Like every child should be asleep latest by 8 p.m. That's a rule right there. That's a structure you're putting right there. So your child knows that no matter how they're sitting around playing or doing whatever they're doing, or even watching TV, they know that by 8 p.m. latest, they're supposed to be in bed. So you don't really need to explain to that child that TV must be off, must be put off before or by that time as they get ready to go to bed. So, yes, being an authoritative parent can also be beneficial in your parenting game, because, yes, you need to make the decisions, you need to make the rules, you need to put the structure at times, but not all the time, okay? Yeah. At times, the I don't care kind of attitude as of a parent, I'll be very careful to talk about this one, but I'm talking about it in the sense that at times you need to sit back and allow the children to run their affairs to some extent. Yeah. Because if you're always going to be interfering in everything about them, like you're always involved, like for example, your child has poured water on the carpet, and you want to handle that issue, you want to dwell on it, you want to talk about it, you want to tell the child, why did you pour water? Why did you? At times, just sit down and watch what they are going to do next. Okay, I've spilled water on the carpet. What am I supposed to do? The next action right there is to find a way to clean, right? So allow the child to make that decision. I just sit back and just watch, see what they need to do. As long as it is not a life and death situation, as long as it is not in a situation whereby it is dangerous to them, at times, I'm not saying all the time, at times allow them to make some decisions for themselves. At times allow the child to decide, to think, because how else will they put their thinking capacity into action when you're always thinking for them, when you're always answering the questions for them, when you're always doing everything, even homework, you don't even let them do it by themselves, you're always doing it for them. When will they ever think for themselves? When will they ever stand up for themselves? When will they ever do anything for themselves? They won't do it because they know mommy is always at them. Daddy is always there. They will handle it for me. They will do my homework for me. They will take me to bed. They will do this. They will do that. Only you break down. It's not, it's not sustainable. So yes, if you can strike a balance between all these parenting styles, then I think you are on your way to being a successful parent. So striking a balance is very important. And the thin line is, be careful also what you're allowing and what you're hindering. Do your due diligence, check it, analyze the situation. Why does this child want this thing? Or why don't this child, want to sleep at 8 p.m.? So you need to find out, you need to make inquiries, you need to talk about it, you need to engage them. In fact, I always say in this generation that we are currently raising, they call them the generation alpha, right? This generation, there's a lot of explanation that we need to do as parents. Okay? Don't just tell them no, and that is it. Explain to them why. Explain to them why. Don't just tell them yes, and that is it. Explain to them why. Tell them a reason. Sit down, have conversations with these children. I feel like as parents, if we master the act of having conversations with our children that we are raising, I think our parenting game will be beautiful. Let's normalize having conversations with these children. Let's not be too strict. Remember the way we were raised, us the millennials, the way we were raised. We don't talk. Like, you don't talk. How? Like, you go sitting with your parents to talk. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what conversation do we have? But in this generation that we are raising, I'm telling you, I kid you not, you need to have conversations with your child. You need to sit with them and talk about some things. You need to sit with them and just have some conversations that make you laugh with them and make you laugh. They enjoy that. They love that. I have them in my house, so I know they enjoy it. They love it. Sit with them, have conversations, even if at times that conversation is not funny and the child is laughing, laugh with them. Laugh with them, participate in that conversation, even if you cannot understand anything. Just try and see how to engage in the conversation. Just try and interact with them, have conversations with them. They feel so good. They feel heard. I mean, you being made to feel like someone hears you feels good. So you can imagine how your child feels when you sit down and have conversations with them. So parents, let's learn to have conversations with our children. Let's learn to balance our parenting games. Okay? Don't be so strong in one area and so weak in the other. Don't be so strong in always saying yes to everything. Don't be so strong in always saying yes to everything. There is a problem with that parenting style. Always saying no to everything. There is a problem with that parenting style. Always being the authoritative kind of parent where you're the one making decisions, your child has no reason to question your decision, is not the best way to parent children in this day and age. Being there, I don't care, you don't even know what is going on with your child. Like, you're not there, you're not involved. The only work you owed them or you had was to give birth. And now that they're here, they are on their own. It's not the right parenting style. So let's try to balance. Let's try to see how to bring in all these parenting styles and come up with a culture that works best for us and our children, that works well and best for our household, and that is for the best interest of that child. If your child wants to eat a particular meal and you know it's not healthy for them, it's okay to say no to it. And that doesn't mean you hate your child. You love them so much that you don't want their health to have, you don't want them to have health challenges just because of what they are eating. So it's okay to say no to those things. Or for example, your child wants to play. You're telling them not to play. Why? It's okay to say yes. Just weigh the options, weigh the situations. If it is good for them, if it is for their best interest, please allow it. If it is for their wrong interest, say no to it. And don't be too strict, being always the authoritative parent. You don't give your children room to ask questions. You don't give them room to, not to challenge your decision, but to find out, to want to know why you're making that decision. Yeah? You are not giving them room. You're always just making the decisions, and that is final. Let's be a little bit more flexible as parents, so that we raise wholesome children. Yeah, you don't want to raise children that are scared. You don't want to raise children that are in fear. Their esteem is already damaged that they're now so scared. They live in fear. They panic. They tremble whenever whenever they see you. They are trembling. They are panicking because they don't know what next is happening. They're so scared of you. Let's make our children friends, our friends. Let's befriend them. Let's make our children to be our friends. And that way they'll be able to open up to tell you what is happening in their lives, what is going on, or what is not going on, and all of that. But if they're always scared of you, they will not tell you anything. But trust me, they'll find someone else that they are going to be discussing those things with. And most likely you'll be hearing some of the things happening to your child from an outsider, from a third party, from someone out there. Why? Because your child is not able to talk to you, because you're too strict. You're such an authoritative parent. You don't allow them to make mistakes. You don't allow them to ask questions. You don't allow them to decide also what they want. This is what you want as my parent, but what do I want? Do you want to hear me out as well? So you're raising children who are so scared. They're so scared of you. They're terrified whenever they see you. Like, I don't think we should be having children in this generation whereby when their parents are back from work, they run under the table because you don't want to be seen in the wrong side of the, of the coin. You run under the table or you run into your room. You stay inside there. You cannot come out because you do not want to do anything bad. Let's make our children our friends. Let them be able to walk up to you and hug you. Let them be able to just say something to you or tell you stories. Tell you what happened in school, tell you what happened at home, tell you what is going on in their little minds. Let's make our children our friends. Let's make them our friends. So yes, you can be what is it called? You can be tough, but at the same time sweet. You can be hard, but at the same time soft. Allow room for them to ask questions. Allow room for them to make mistakes. And as long as the mistake is not a life and death mistake or um, a dangerous mistake, that can cause them harm, allow them at times to make those little petty mistakes, and then you correct them afterwards. Okay? But making them to be scared of you, they can't talk to you, they can't ask you anything, they cannot even come near you, it's not safe. It's not a good way of parenting a child in this generation. Yes, in this generation. So yeah, so those are the things just the conversations I wanted to bring out. I can see here we have Gentle Cream Pie. Thank you, Gentle Cream Pie, for joining into my conversation today, my live session. I'm grateful. I have here Daniel Jibida. I hope I've pronounced your name well. Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining my live session today. I really appreciate. I also have here Kamasika. Thank you, Masika. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining my live session. So yeah, guys, so that's the conversation I felt I just wanted to have with you guys, just to talk about it. So what kind of a parent are you, or what kind of a parent are you planning to be? Or what kind of a parent were your parents? What kind of a parents were your parents? Were they the ones that were able to strike a balance, or they were more dominant in a particular type of parenting? What kind of a parent are you? That's the question that you may have to answer. Maybe not on the chat, but just personally assess yourself and get to know. If you are too much on the extreme of a bad parenting style, you can still adjust that. You can make some changes. You can try to be a bit more softer. You can try to be a bit more tougher. You can try to be a bit more involved in your parenting of your child. You can try to reduce so much on some of those instructions and rules that makes the home to look like a barrack, an army barrack, okay, where you don't ask anything, you just stiff face and do as you are instructed. Yeah, so what kind of a parent are you? What kind of a parent do you desire to be? What kind of a parent were your parents to you? So that you may need to answer so that it helps you to be the best and the right parent that you should be for your child. Being a yes parent does not make you the best parent. It actually makes you a bad parent because you are accepting to everything your child wants, even when you know that those things are not safe for them. You say yes just because you don't want them to be disturbing you, or you just want to get out of that place, you just want to answer them and get out. Let's be careful. Let's be careful so that we don't raise broken children. We don't raise children that will become problems to us in the society. So, guys, allow me to end this live session here. That is what I wanted to just discuss with us. If you have any question, please feel free in the comment section. Ask your question, and if there is no question, you allow us to pray and round up this today's live session. But thank you so much for joining in. I really, really appreciate. So I can't see any question. Allow us to pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for the privilege to be parents. I pray that, Lord Jehovah, you will help us to raise our children in the ways that honors and glorifies your name. Help us to correct them when they make mistakes. Help us, O King of Glory, to make decisions for them when we need to make decisions. Help us to be 100% involved in parenting and raising our children. Help us, Lord, to be strong enough, to be wise enough to say no when things are not right for them, and also to say yes when things are right for them. Help us to be able to strike a good balance, oh God Jehovah, that we may give our children the support that we need every blessed day. And for anyone who is trusting you for a child, my God, may you remember them and may you bless them with their own child that they can grow and nurture. In Jesus' name. Amen and amen and amen. Thank you so much for every one of you who has joined my live session. I see you all. I see you all and I appreciate you. Okay. And for the 2 people who have liked my video, thank you so much. God bless you for those likes. I really appreciate. And for every one of you who said hi or said something in the comment section, allow me to just run through your name just to appreciate you. Thank you, Kata, for your comment. Thank you, Nkosina. Thank you, Consider for your comment. Thank you, Gentle Cream Pie. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Sisi Masika. I see you all. I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you for your comment in the chat section, even for just saying hi. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. So, guys, thank you for joining me. Allow me to end this live session right here. I hope that we have learned 1 or 2 things that will help us to be better parents, to our children as we raise these children. The grace of God is sufficient and his wisdom is definitely sufficient for us. Thank you and good night. Enjoy your sleep and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for another session at 9 p.m. East African time. Feel free and be part of this amazing family. Bye for now. Take care of yourself.